So it's been a month to the date since my surgery, and a lot of you reached out and mentioned that you were actually considering the same surgery. So I wanted to come on here and just share with you guys 5 things that I wish I would have known before. Hopefully, this is helpful. If you want to see what those 5 things are, just keep watching. Hey sis, my name is Trey and welcome to my channel. If you've been here before, welcome back. Over here we talk about luxury and contemporary handbags and accessories, lifestyle, and just staying fly on a budget. So if those are things that you're into, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. But we will not be talking about luxury handbags today. We want to talk about this surgery. So let's go ahead and get right to this list. I have my iPad with me just so I don't forget anything. I've taken some notes. But the first thing I wish I would have done before surgery was purchase a bunch of wireless sports or compression bras. I wish I would have done this for a few reasons. The first reason is the bra that they send you home, well, the bra they sent me home in was not the most comfortable bra. And because, you're going to be limited, they are probably not going to let you shower for the first day or two after your surgery. You're going to stay in that bra. So it's not comfortable. The other thing is there's going to be a lot of bleeding and draining. So you are going to bleed through the bra that they send you home in. And you don't want to be washing clothes every day. So it's just going to be a lot more convenient and helpful to you if you're prepared on the front end and have a lot of sports bras ready so that you can switch them out when you need to switch them out. The other reason is the bra that they send you home in might be too big. I noticed that they actually put me in a size larger than what I would normally order myself. And I mentioned it to someone else who had the surgery, and they basically said that they probably didn't want it to be too snug. Of course, post-surgery, you don't want anything so tight where it's causing pain or further injury. So that's understandable. But as the swelling starts to go down, you're going to have more room in that bra. So again, it's just going to really, really, really make your life a lot easier if you have bras already at home waiting on you, clean and ready to go when you come home from surgery. I ordered some regular compression bras off of Amazon. I will link those down below just in case you guys are interested. But that's something to consider. You definitely are going to need those bras. The other thing is you may or may not have drains. So I had drains. I had a drain on each side. So what that means is your movements are going to be limited because you want to protect the drains and make sure that you don't accidentally rip them out, number one. And you just don't want to cause further injury. The second thing is the drains can be uncomfortable or painful. There was a day or two where I was having issues with the drain on the left side. The left side has been giving me issues really since the beginning. It's not healing as fast as the right side. And let me rephrase that. It hasn't been giving me issues because my surgeon assures me that everything that's been going on with me is normal. But just know too that, and this isn't on the list, but just know that one side might heal differently or faster than the other side. And that's completely normal. I mean, unless your surgeon says something different. But for me, that has been a thing. The left side has healed slower. That's also the side that the drain was starting to give me problems towards the end. I only kept the drain in for 5 days, but so I had surgery on a Wednesday. By Saturday, I was ready for that drain to come out because just for some reason out of nowhere, it started hurting. And it wasn't a constant or consistent pain. It would be intermittent and it would come out of nowhere with no warning. And I could never figure out what triggered it. But it would be a really sharp, acute pain. And literally it would be like an 8 or 9 on a 10-point scale. and it would last for about maybe 5 or 6 seconds, and then it would go away. So I was so happy to have those drains removed because that left side was really giving me a problem. But just keep that in mind that you may have drains. So besides the fact that they can limit your movement and they may be uncomfortable, you'll also have to keep track of how much comes out of those drains. Your surgeon will want you to measure. You'll have to empty them a couple of times a day, maybe 2 or 3 times a day. And measure the contents that come out so that when you go to your appointment to have the drains removed, they can know whether or not you've actually drained enough excess fluid to remove those drains. Number 3, and this was also a big one for me, and that's sleeping on your back. You absolutely have to sleep on your back after this surgery. There is no ifs, ands, buts, no way around it. And I'm a side sleeper. So I have not had a really good night's sleep since I left the hospital on February the 7th. Really, guys, I haven't. It's really difficult for me to fall asleep on my back, and it's even more difficult for me to stay asleep on my back. So that has been a thing for me, and I cannot wait until I can sleep on my side again. And I feel like I'm close to getting there. I'm just going to let my body tell me when. My surgeon told me that's kind of, I'm going to just have to play it by ear. But, for right now, it's still back. I know that I'm still too tender on the sides to even attempt that. So I'm just going to play it by ear. But it has been a struggle. One thing, though, is that they do make lumbar support devices for post-surgery. So they are like wedges for your back and even for the rest of your body. They can keep you in a position where you can be upright or semi-reclined, which will make it a lot easier to sleep on your back. Those things can range anywhere from like $80 to $150, just depending. And one was recommended to me that I think is really nice. I just chose not to get it because I know I'm not going to need it after I heal because I'm just not a back sleeper. So, but that is something to consider if you are a side sleeper. Prepare probably to not sleep good while you are healing. The fourth thing that I wish I would have thought about or remembered prior to the surgery is that reaching is going to be a no-no. And maybe this is just something that I should have reminded myself. As you start to heal and get stronger, you will naturally start to do things that you used to do without even thinking about it. And today, I was trying to rearrange some things in my office and made the mistake of reaching or attempting to reach for something, and I caught myself. It didn't hurt, but I definitely felt a pull. I felt enough to know that my incisions, and I just wasn't there yet. I wasn't ready to stretch as far as I intended to stretch. So that's something to definitely consider. So you want to make sure that you think about all of the things that you're going to need when you come home from surgery, and make sure that they are at waist length, at a level where you can actually reach for them, because you don't want to do a lot of stretching, and you're not going to want to do a lot of bending either. So just make sure that whatever it is that you're going to need to use and have consistently, just have those items around the house somewhere at waist height so that you can reach them without having to stretch. Which leads me to the fifth thing that I wish I would have done or thought about doing prior to surgery was meal prepping. Guys, I think this will make your life so much easier if you prep a few meals prior to surgery and just have them in the refrigerator ready for you to pop in the microwave and reheat. Because you probably will not want to eat anything the day of the surgery. but that next day you're going to be ready to eat something, but you may or may not have the energy or the wherewithal to prepare anything. So it would just be really it would just make your life a lot easier if you go ahead and meal prep, have a few meals already ready and prepared. So that's one less thing that you have to worry about, less burden that you have to put on your support system, whoever those people may be. But yeah, just to be overall more prepared for coming home after you've had this surgery. I'm sure there are other things that could be on this list if you've had this surgery before, and there are some things that you think could be helpful to anyone that's watching that I did not include in this video. Please include those things down below in the comments. And also, if you like this video, go ahead and hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you can be notified whenever I upload new videos. And until the next time we see each other, take care of yourselves. Bye.